up to the grandness and greatness of self as you're moving into your month of March, a forward energetic month where that is concerned. Moving forward in your life where that is concerned. Opening up to the grandness and grateful of self and moving into the assertive masculine energy where that is concerned as you're moving into your month of March where that is concerned. It's about opening your heart space and moving into that assertive place inside of yourself where that is concerned. The assertive place of being who you are, of speaking your truth where that is concerned. Speaking your truth with love, peace, community, harmony, and equality where that is concerned. But opening up and in many ways standing for yourself where that is concerned. As what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm outside of yourself may give you and move you to twists and turns as you are on that pathway. As we said to you, dear ones, as we came to in your month of February where that is concerned, many of you will veer off the course of peace, community, harmony, love, and equality where that is concerned. As you veer off of that course where that is concerned, it is about raising your awareness and consciousness to know that you have veered off that course, to have compassion for yourself where that is concerned, to move from the soul self into the human self where that is concerned, and knowing that you are on this human journey where that is concerned in the third dimensional realm. And at times you will veer off the course, veer off the soul path where that is concerned, and know that that is the learning experience where that is concerned. So you can, in many ways, in your vernacular, collect yourself, move within, see what has transpired, and walk on the pathway and taking responsibility for yourself, but knowing that you can move into compassion for yourself, that you may have veered off of that course of the soul path where that is concerned. Because, dear ones, what is most important to understand that is as you move on the soul journey, that where that is concerned, moving on the soul path where that is concerned, you are still moving on the human path as well where that is concerned. So as we said, it takes time in many ways to merge the two where that is concerned. And at times they merge and you're moving and flowing freely on the path, merging the human self with the soul self where that is concerned. But there are times you will veer off that path, move into the human form where that is concerned, and quite possibly move into a different direction where that is concerned. But it is most important, as we said to you in your month of February where that is concerned, when you veer off of that course, it is to know that that is the human condition where that is concerned. But to know when your consciousness is to take responsibility for it, know what transpired, move within, love, honor, and value yourself with compassion where that is concerned, and know that you can move back on the soul course and see what you have learned, what the gifts and the lessons are from that, in many ways, what you might call in your vernacular transgression where that is concerned. But it is about honoring and valuing the self and moving in with compassion for the self where that is concerned, and then have compassion for others as they are on their soul path where that is concerned, as opposed to making it strictly about yourself all the time where that is concerned. So in many ways, dear ones, as you move into your month of March, it is about moving forward in your life, taking those steps forward in your life where that is concerned, speaking your truth where that is concerned, being who you are in many ways, and moving into the assertive energy of the masculine in your month of March where that is concerned. And that will prevail throughout your month of March where that is concerned. You might find obstacles along the way where that is concerned, and being tested where speaking your truth with love, peace, community, harmony, equality is, and opening up your heart space in many ways to stand for yourself where that is concerned. Not stand up for yourself where that is concerned, but stand for yourself in love, peace, community, and harmony, equality of the self where that is concerned. So what is transpiring as you move through your month of March, you may be tested where that is concerned. Tested where you're on your soul path and the human condition kicks into place in your vernacular where that is concerned, and opening up your heart space to loving, honoring, and value yourself. When that transpires, dear ones, if it transpires on your pathway throughout your month of March, it is to know, dear ones, to move into a greater sense of loving, honoring, and valuing you where that is concerned. Knowing that if in fact you make a mistake where that is concerned in your vernacular, it's about loving, honoring, and valuing yourself and having compassion for yourself where that is concerned, knowing that there's no right or wrong or good or bad where that is concerned, no either or where that is concerned. It just is what it is, designed in your soul plan for these certain circumstances to come up in your life so you can see where you are on the pathway, on the soul journey where that is concerned, where loving, honoring, and valuing yourself is concerned, where compassion is concerned, and then in many ways forgiveness is concerned where that is concerned, for the self where that is concerned. So as you move through your month of March where that is concerned, dear ones, in many ways you'll be tested about all of that. You will be tested where loving, honoring, and valuing yourself is concerned, where self-compassion is concerned, where speaking your truth is concerned, in the depth and breadth of your heart space, in the beingness of self where that is concerned. In many ways, your month of March is a month of emergence into the world, into the full beingness of who you are where that is concerned. And at times you might veer off, as we said to you, of that soul path into the human path where that is concerned. And you may veer off from time to time where that is concerned. So you can move into creating the self where that is concerned, but also seeing the lessons and the gifts when you do veer off in many ways from the soul path where that is concerned. So in many ways, dear one, you can look at the soul path and the human path as in many ways, as a crisscrossing of life where that is concerned. You may cross to the left, cross to the right, and then at times merge with the soul self where that is concerned, because in many ways you are in the human form, dear ones. And that in the human form, you are here to learn and grow where that is concerned. Without these tests in your vernacular, how would you learn and grow within yourself where that is concerned? So without moving in many ways from many to that place, and your month of March is an emergence in many ways from the cocoon of the old self where that is concerned. A cocoon of the old self. It is a rebirth into the emergence of the full beingness of yourself, taking assertive steps forward in life where that is concerned. And that is all a choice, dear one. Do you choose to stay in the cocoon of the old, or move into the new, into the full beingness of who you are where that is concerned? And as you move into that full beingness of who you are, at times the pendulum will shift dominantly to the left and dominantly to the right, because you are in this learning phase of learning who you truly are, speaking your truth, being who you are. And it's an emergence into the world where that is concerned, and it is quite different for many. You are emerging from the cocoon of the old into the emergence of the blossoming of the new where that is concerned. So in many ways, dear ones, you will be tested with that as you move forward in your month of March. But know, dear ones, that everything that is set up for you in your soul plan will transpire for you to learn, to grow, to love, honor, and value you.